11 News starts with breaking news.
Breaking now, a section of Penn Avenue shut down after a sinkhole opened up and swallowed a car and a bus. Chopper 11 just flew over the scene, and you can see that car was towed away, but it will be hours before they can get that bus out of there. Well into tonight before it's pulled out of the hole. We streamed live video for you on our WPXI app as that crazy scene played out all morning long.
It really was crazy to see. One passenger was on board when the road gave way and the bus just dropped into that hole. We have Team 11 coverage for you. Our Liz Kilmer spoke with witnesses.
First, Channel 11's Mike Holden joins us live with a breaking update on what's going on down there. Mike.
Peggy and Gordon, I can tell you this, the process is tedious and daunting. I want to pan our camera a little bit over this way first. Just go this way to show you the small crowds that have gathered throughout the course of this morning into the early afternoon hours, taking pictures of this sinkhole. And look right here, the caution tape is still in place, preventing anyone from going any farther, because you have this situation, this bus literally upright, sitting mid-air, crews surrounding it, and they said it will likely be like this, in this exact position, forget this, the next 8 to 10 hours. It looks like something out of a movie. That was the most common reaction here along 10th and Penn when folks looked at this roughly 100-foot wide and 20-foot deep sinkhole. This Port Authority bus became wedged into the middle of the road and swallowed up by a sinkhole just before 8 this morning. A car stuck right behind it. Despite the remarkable damage, the female driver and female passenger managed to get off the bus and out the front door. The driver safe. The passenger taken to the hospital for some minor neck pain. The man in the car behind them was not hurt. Now, public safety is working to determine exactly what caused this sinkhole. But when it happened, a 10-inch water main broke, sending water shooting everywhere. To make matters worse, the bus is currently sitting on 3 power lines. Crews must de-energize the lines and then eventually bring in 2 massive cranes, the cranes that will be put together on scene to remove the bus. Officials say it's a delicate and detailed process, and they're concerned this road could potentially further collapse.
The problem that we're experiencing is we have to lift the Port Authority bus straight up because we have a Duquesne Light electrical fault involved. We have several gas lines involved, and we don't want to create any further problems.
Granted how far the bus fell into the hole, I mean, we're real lucky here that pretty much no injuries happened on the bus.
And it's a miracle when you look at the aftermath out here again. Minor injuries. Public safety has called this an unstable situation, so they're trying to keep folks as well as cars out of this area. That's why we actually moved our live truck to a different block over and then walked over here. We're going to continue to follow this story throughout the course of this day, but for now, reporting live downtown, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
Thanks, Mike. And this all happened just as people were starting to make their way downtown for work. It could have been a lot worse. Channel 11's Liz Kilmer spoke with witnesses, and she continues now our live Team 11 coverage. Liz?
Hey, Peggy, you know, we recently had to move our vehicle because they're preparing to bring the crane in, so we have been really on every side of this, and no matter where you go, people just stop, they gasp, they cannot believe what they're seeing. The bus here, you can see, still suspended in the air. Now, several people have asked us, was anyone seriously hurt? Thankfully, no, but this has certainly caused a lot of shock, a lot of concern. Officials say that some nearby businesses were initially evacuated as a precaution, including a daycare, and then the restaurant Tenpenny is actually right alongside the sinkhole. The restaurant posted on Facebook their hope was to open for lunch, but we were just told that people really need to be clearing the area here. A lot of different areas are taped off. Before that, though, here's what some folks said.
We know we have potholes in the city, but this is a whole new level.
I'm a New Yorker, so I've seen it all pretty much, but I've never seen nothing like that.
Nothing like this. That's what we're hearing from a lot of folks. A lot of folks will be impacted by this today. You can expect when you come down to the Steelers game tonight, this will still be an active situation. In fact, public safety officials are telling you that if you plan to come down for the game, you really want to pack your patience, give yourself some extra time because it is expected a lot of the roads will be blocked off. Of course, we will have a team that will be covering this all day long. We'll have the very latest for you tonight at 5. Reporting live from downtown, I'm Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
Channel 11 has a team of reporters monitoring the operation to remove that bus and working to get answers about how this happened. You can watch for live coverage on Channel 11 starting tonight at 5.
More breaking news. Pirates general manager Neil Huntington has been relieved of his duties. We knew the Pirates were making big changes after they fired manager Clint Hurdle. Channel 11's Chase Williams joins us now live with breaking information on this other major move today. Chase?
Yeah, the Pirates have fired General Manager Neil Huntington. The team confirmed this morning this is the third high-profile dismissal after yet another last-place finish by the Pirates in the National League Central. Now, owner Bob Nutting released a couple statements this morning. Here's a portion of one of them. He said, quote, "This past season was by far the most frustrating and challenging season that I have experienced as owner. It became clear to me as the season progressed that significant change was necessary in order to refresh our entire operations." Now, the team also announced that former Penguins executive Travis Williams is the new team president, taking over for Frank Coonley. And Bob Nutting said in one of those statements that Travis deserves a, quote, clean slate moving forward. And his first order of business is finding a new GM. And we will talk to Bob Nutting and Travis Williams coming up later this afternoon, and we'll bring that to you at 5 o'clock. We're live at PNC Park. Chase Williams, Channel 11 News.
And a live look now from our tower cam. You can see it's still a little hazy over Pittsburgh, and there is still some fog in the area, what made it difficult for drivers to see this morning. Yeah, there was quite a bit out there this morning. Meteorologist Danielle Dozier has more on the fog that we saw earlier today in the next 24 hours in Severe Weather Center 11.
That fog got as thick as about 4-mile visibility in Pittsburgh, but I know there were some other parts of Allegheny County that was even thicker with reduced visibility beyond that, really. Let me show you the visible satellite right now, and where we're still seeing a little bit of that fog. That's going to be north of downtown Pittsburgh. So right now, as you take a look, I'm going to zoom in here a little bit closer, and you can see here. I pardon my mic right now. Let me walk a little slow. Okay, so right here in the rivers, watch on the beginning of the frame. You're going to see the clock animating right here, and you're going to see a little bit of that fog forming near the rivers and the valleys before lifting. So that little white color that you're seeing toward the end of the loop north of downtown Pittsburgh, that's where we actually have some of that fog kind of still hanging on. So I wanted to bring that to you. There's the clock. There's a little bit of that white up there, but that fog has lifted since in Pittsburgh, giving way to the sunshine. Temperatures are in the upper 50s right now. It's 58 in Pittsburgh, 59 in Greensburg. And if you are out and about this evening and you want to do a little raking of the leaves after all of the wind we had over the weekend, well, here's a look at the weather. We're looking at that sunshine continuing with temperatures ranging from upper 60s at 4 and 5 o'clock to mid 60s at 6. Really perfect weather with those light winds out there today. If you're heading to the Steelers game tonight, I've got a great forecast for you. I'll show you that coming up in my Severe Weather Team 11 forecast. One person was killed in a crash in Ross Township this morning. Bellevue Road was shut down for a good part of the morning. One car crashed near Cornell Avenue Extension. The victim's name has not been released. The cause of the crash remains under investigation. And we are working to find out more about a deadly crash in Washington County. 2 cars collided on Route 18 and Valley View Road in Morris Township around 8 this morning. The coroner was called to the scene, and at least one other person was hurt. Now to a developing story. A chain reaction crash in North Versailles has turned into a murder investigation. Richard Littlejohn Jr. was shot and killed, and 10 people were hurt in the crash, including a child. County police shut down Route 30 in North Versailles for hours. Police were called there around 7:30 last night for the crash involving 3 cars. As they started investigating, they discovered a man driving a Chrysler with passengers on board died after being shot at. Police say it all started as some sort of chase where a Nissan followed his car. Someone in the Nissan then shot at the Chrysler, hitting the driver, Richard Littlejohn. Those cars then crashed into another one before smashing into a Jeep head-on. Police say the victim was driving with 3 passengers, including a 1-year-old baby and a 10-year-old boy when he was shot. No one has been arrested or charged at this point. Jury selection is now underway in the trial of a man accused of killing a local police officer. Prosecutors say Ramel Holt shot and killed New Kensington officer Brian Shaw during a traffic stop 2 years ago. They claim Holt was an armed drug dealer and that he planned to rob the driver of the SUV that Officer Shaw pulled over. Officer Shaw had only been on the job for a few months when he was killed. He was only 25 years old.
The love that continues to pour in from across the world reassures me that the vast majority of humanity unquestionably rejects the actions of this perpetrator.
The world paused with Pittsburgh 1 year after the deadly shooting at the Tree of Life Synagogue. Hundreds of people packed Soldiers and Sailors Memorial Hall last night for that ceremony.
And they had a very simple message: remember, repair, together. And that message echoed through the hall as a quintet played softly and speakers took the stage. 11 candles were lit by family members for the 11 lives taken 1 year ago. Pain mixed with words of hope for a new day.
I am hopeful. Living in this city of champions, that we will continue to make this one of the greatest cities on earth.
The Tree of Life Synagogue has been closed to the 3 congregations that worship there, but it is not gone. Leaders plan to renovate the building and include a place for worship, as well as a memorial to the victims and an education center.
The World Trade Center lit up in blue and white last night to honor the victims. New York's governor also declared October 27th the day of action to combat anti-Semitism. Other buildings in New York were lit up, as well as several bridges. Memorials continue today. The Steelers are planning a moment of silence before tonight's game.
Yes, the team is asking their fans to stand together to show that we are stronger than hate.
The U.S. military's campaign against ISIS has tallied a significant achievement: the killing of Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. He was killed during a raid at his hideout in Syria. Today, President Trump defending his decision to keep some members of Congress in the dark about a top-secret military raid to kill the ISIS leader. Our Jacqueline Fell is in Washington with reaction from members of Congress.
The president, before heading to an event in Chicago, said Democratic leaders leak information, so he didn't tell them about a weekend raid.
Well, I guess the only thing is they were talking about why didn't I give the information to Adam Schiff and his committee? And the answer is because I think Adam Schiff is the biggest leaker in Washington.
President Trump says he told very few lawmakers about the weekend raid that led to the death of ISIS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi is demanding a congressional briefing on the raid. Other Democrats called it unacceptable to not notify Pelosi.
Well, first, I think it is striking that the Russians were informed before Congress and that Congress found out when the rest of the country did. To only inform a few Republicans, I think, was just one more important norm of cooperation shattered by this president.
Pelosi called the death of Baghdadi significant, but added the House must be briefed on the administration's overall strategy in the region. In Washington, Jacqueline Feld, Channel 11 News.
All classes are canceled in a local school district today because of a rumored threat. The Riverview School District isn't talking about the nature of the threat, but says Oakmont and Verona police are investigating.
Just days away from Halloween, and you may see something different at your front door this year. The reason some kids will be trick-or-treating with blue buckets.
Nice today. We have a warm-up ahead. I'm going to let you know how warm it's getting as we head into the week, plus when that rain moves in.
And a section of Penn Avenue shut down after a bus swallowed a car, was swallowed, and a car was swallowed in a sinkhole. Continuing breaking details of the ripple effect from the sinkhole.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Avoid scams, save money, and find great deals. Top consumer advocate Clark Howard. Weekdays at 8:30 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. on WPXI. Morning News for breaking news. Now, we've expanded our coverage of breaking news where you live. Our anchor connects you to new information all morning long. Don't miss anything happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News. Pittsburgh's Chief Meteorologist Stephen Cropper tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
A Southwest flight attendant claims 2 pilots streamed live video from inside an airplane restroom, and now she is suing. The lawsuit claims she found the live stream during a flight from Pittsburgh to Phoenix 2 years ago. She says she saw an iPad mounted in the cockpit and was told not to tell anyone.
A cockpit is a serious place, and it's certainly not a place for frat boys or frat boy conduct, or for pilots to use it as a playground for a peeping Tom.
Southwest says they will absolutely defend the lawsuit. They told NBC News there was never a camera in the bathroom and that the incident was an inappropriate attempt at humor.
A national research watchdog group has filed a complaint against the University of Pittsburgh after reports of the gruesome deaths of monkeys. The group cites Pitt's negligence for causing the death of 2 monkeys and the injury of another. The complaint seeks the maximum penalty of $10,000 per animal.
Fentanyl remains the deadliest drug in the U.S., but a new government study shows another drug is also killing more and more people. In our region, more than 10,000 deaths were from fentanyl, heroin, and cocaine in 2017. But the CDC found methamphetamine was most frequently involved in overdose deaths in the southwest and west coast of the U.S. Researchers note regional differences should be taken into consideration when creating effective prevention programs.
The country, we've got to do better. We cannot just keep doing studies and not putting things on the ground and putting money on the ground and training people to give good treatment.
This is the agency's first geographic breakdown of deaths by drug. It's based on 2017 figures when there were more than 70,000 overdose deaths in the country, 2/3 of them involving opioids.
More than $7 million is on the way to make schools safer. It is part of Pennsylvania's Safe Schools targeted grants. We're learning how some districts will use the money. Allegheny Township was awarded $60,000 to pay for a school resource officer in the Kiski Area School District. The Burrell School District will buy security-related equipment with its $23,000. And grants were awarded to dozens of districts in western Pennsylvania. To get the complete list and see just how your district is using the money, you can click on WPXI.com.
A mother of an autistic child has started a campaign to allow her son to be included in trick-or-treating. So be on the lookout for children and even older teens carrying blue buckets Thursday night. Among the ghouls and goblins crowding your doorstep for candy could be children with autism. You'd know because they might be carrying blue buckets to haul all of their treats.
We want them to be with their peers, and we want them to be included.
Carly Friedmansky is a certified behavior analyst who works with autistic children, some of whom may not speak but want to be included. This Halloween, children with autism will be carrying blue buckets or jack-o'-lanterns. Blue is the color of autism awareness.
The blue bucket represents the fact that, you know, a lot of times when children are trick-or-treating, they will wait for someone to say trick-or-treat. Well, this represents, you know, like, hey, this child cannot say that, and this just represents that to the parents.
The blue Halloween buckets became a symbol after one mom had to explain at each house that her child couldn't speak, but she wanted him to be a part of the fun.
The reason that she started this was to just let the children have their time at Halloween and enjoy it and not be expected to say something or do something that they can't.
The group also works with their students on how to trick-or-treat, knock on doors, and put on costumes. Major achievements for children who want to be among the superheroes and creatures enjoying All Hallows Eve. And blue pumpkins won't be the only special pumpkins out there this Halloween. A teal pumpkin displayed at a home means they're handing out non-candy treats for kids with food allergies.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
It's a beautiful day out there right now with plenty of sunshine, but this was the view, and what an awesome view it was from Chopper 11 this morning of the fog and just how thick it was. You can see the UPMC building kind of sticking out above it, and I know the building we all think looks like a beautiful castle. You can see that too. But yes, lots of sunshine out there now, and beautiful start to the week after what was a really nasty weekend, especially Saturday night into Sunday. But some of you were still able to send me your beautiful fall foliage pictures despite some of that cloud cover out there. And this one today coming in from Brenda, and you can see those beautiful red colors in the sky. So once again, thanks for sending your picture in. We're in the mid-60s today. This evening, we're falling into the 50s. So if you're heading to the Steelers game as they take on the Dolphins, temperatures will be in the 50s, so you'll need that jacket. 59 degrees at kickoff, 55 at the half. By the end of the game, we're at 53. Well, there's just a few clouds, perhaps, but overall, a good deal of sunshine and then a clear sky, of course, as the sun goes down for us today. 48 degrees overnight tonight under a mostly clear sky. Winds will be out of the southeast at 3 to 5 miles per hour, so we're still in for a chilly morning tomorrow morning, but not as cold. 40 was the low this morning in Pittsburgh. Tomorrow afternoon, we're looking at mid-60s. By the lunch hour, about 64 degrees. And if you wanted to maybe have lunch outside, it might be a good day to do it because the temperature is going to get close to 70 degrees. And soak it up because things will be changing late in the week. I'll show you that in just a second. Check out the average high for the day, 58 degrees. So we will be well above that. Here's a look at the mowing forecast for tomorrow. I know I saw a lot of mowers out in my neighborhood after the weekend rain. If you want to do that tomorrow, still fantastic weather. We'll have a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day. The 9 o'clock temperature rate around 50 degrees, 68 1 and 70 by 5 o'clock. 68 in Butler tomorrow, 72 in Greensburg for you. It's 73 in Uniontown on your Tuesday. Get outside and enjoy it. That sunshine will not continue for long as we track our next weather system that's slated to come in late Wednesday night and into Thursday. This is going to be another low pressure system, very similar to the one that we had over the weekend in terms of it coming in from the southwest and tapping in some of that Gulf of Mexico moisture. So you can see all of this rain slated for this time frame. And I know you guys are looking at me at home saying, well, Danielle, it's Halloween. Unfortunately, at this point, I don't have any good news for you because it is going to rain. It looks like on Halloween itself, and it could be steady and heavy at times throughout Halloween on Thursday. So the kids will most likely just need something to protect their costumes, or at least an umbrella. And we'll go over the temperature forecast for the evening on Thursday coming up in this next half hour. The trend, though, for the highs over the week, 60s with the exception of Tuesday with 70. And there's the cold air, upper 40s for Friday with low temperatures as we head into the weekend, dipping into the 30s by Saturday morning and then 30s by Sunday morning as well, with temperatures for highs near 48 degrees.
Your email or text messages might not be as secure as you think, even if you're always changing your password.
And Channel 11 shows you how to amp up your online protection.
And a deer takes a wrong turn and slams through a store window. The animal's desperate attempt to get away.
You hear us say Channel 11 News 11 at 11 all the time.
But this is what it means.
It means you get 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
It means we deliver breaking news, local news happening now, and details about what's happened since 6.
All before the first commercial.
11 at 11 means I'll track storms and bring you your first look at weather before the first commercial.
Channel 11 News 11 at 11.
11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
Watch tonight.
covering more news happening in Allegheny County.
We're back with video showing some scary moments in Canada. Take a look at this. This is really wild. Yeah, window washers hanging on as they swing violently out of control. Harsh winds are being blamed for what happened at the tallest tower in Edmonton on Friday. 2 workers were on the scaffolding. 1 flew off but was saved by his safety harness. You can see him hanging there. Eventually, they were both rescued, and fortunately, neither was hurt.
That is scary. A deer was caught on camera crashing through the window of a store in eastern Pennsylvania. This is video from inside the Boost Mobile in Scranton. People were inside the store at the time. No one was hurt. The deer realized that it had made a wrong turn and tried to get out.
The deer just kept on running for that front door and was trying to smash out of that door. It would come back and then run forward again. Come back and run forward again. It did it at least 4 times.
Well, the deer finally got out of the store by jumping through the other storefront window, and that deer left a $2,600 dent in those windows.
13-year-old boy hooked on nicotine.
And his parents blame vaping. What they're doing to send a message to the people they say are responsible.
Penn Avenue downtown shut down, and a lot of work needs to be done before it can reopen after a sinkhole swallowed a car and a bus. The breaking details next.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. All the best things happening in Pittsburgh in one place. Watch 11 Things to Do, Thursday and Friday mornings at 9:15 on WPXI Now and on demand.
Stations cover the news the same way.
Channel 11 covers news everywhere you live, not just downtown. More local news from more neighborhoods. That's a fact. Channel 11 News at 5, when you want news from where you live.
The 7-day forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
Breaking now, a section of Penn Avenue downtown is shut down after a sinkhole opened up and swallowed a car and a Port Authority bus. The car has been towed away, but 2 cranes are being brought in to pull that bus from the hole. Public safety officials say that bus could be wedged in the road well into tonight. There was a water main break inside the hole when it happened. Now we're looking into whether that caused the road to give way. Despite the damage, the woman who was driving the bus as well as a passenger both managed to get off the bus and out the front door. The passenger was treated for a minor neck injury.
Now to those raging wildfires in California. Firefighters are battling several big fires now across the state. The governor declaring a state of emergency.
And tens of thousands have been forced to evacuate. NBC's Jennifer Bjorklund has the very latest from the front lines.
200,000 people started their day in cars, in hotels, or in shelters like the one behind me in this evacuation zone that is bigger than ever. Progress going the wrong way on this fire as containment dropped from 10 to 5% from yesterday to today. And to the south, thousands of people started their day running from this new fire near the Getty Center Museum in Los Angeles, which exploded in the pre-dawn hours. There are 10,000 homes and buildings in the evacuation zone.
We have our fleet of helicopters making strategic water drops that take the heat out to really protect the life and property. And we have structure protection that is taking place for firefighters that are in the homes that are being threatened to be able to save those.
California's governor declared a statewide state of emergency as fires continue to spread, and much of the state is under alerts and warnings. And blackouts for many extending into midweek to prevent new potential electrical fires. In Napa, Jennifer Bjorklund, NBC News.
A Fayette County man faces charges after investigators say they found homemade grenades in his car. Police say they found the grenades during a traffic stop. Nathaniel Varney told police he exploded similar devices for fun and then kept others to defend himself. Police say more homemade devices were found in his home in McClellan Town. Suspected heroin and crack cocaine were found inside a Lawrence County hotel. Police say they found all of this inside the Super 8 in Newcastle. Investigators say this is more than 150 grams of heroin, crack cocaine, 9 cell phones, and nearly $600 in cash. 3 men were taken into custody.
Was somebody that we in the community looked up to. He gave the kids somebody to look up to.
Officer Calvin Hall's name will live on through a new center and scholarship. The Public Safety Center was dedicated to honor the fallen Pittsburgh police officer. The Northview Heights Public Safety Center is now the Officer Calvin Hall Public Safety Center. Hall was off duty back in July when he tried to break up a fight at a block party in Homewood. He died 3 days later.
He was a person who saw not just change, but positive change. Somebody who was willing to be in a community that others see so negatively and work to help the residents.
Officer Hall's family and members of the Pittsburgh Housing Authority raised $25,000 for a scholarship in Officer Hall's name. Mayor Peduto also announced that he's getting fundraising to open up 3 more community policing stations in the next year.
A Pennsylvania family is suing a popular e-cigarette maker after they say their 13-year-old son became addicted to nicotine. The Lehigh County family is suing Juul, claiming the company designed its e-cigarettes to be addictive and marketed fruit-flavored vaping pods toward kids. Their lawyer said Juul is making billions of dollars off the backs of our kids and gambling with their health and safety. Juul has repeatedly denied targeting kids as customers, and it has recently stopped selling several flavored products and halted all advertising in the U.S.
Well, good afternoon. Taking a live look over the city, and you can see those trees are much calmer than what we had over the weekend, right? Those winds are really strong. Not today, though. The fog is lifted, the sun is out, and it is feeling fantastic as we've got a nice rebound in temperatures right now. It is in the upper 50s in Pittsburgh, Greensburg, and Washington, low 60s down south in Morgantown. 59 in Beaver. This is after the 40-degree start we had this morning. So that's what some sun can do for you. If you're out doing a little running this evening, it'll be sunny at 66 degrees, clear sky through 7 and 8 o'clock. Temperature will be falling into the upper 50s through 8 p.m. And, of course, we have a Steelers game tonight. That weather's looking fantastic as well. Still to come in my Severe Weather Team 11 forecast in about 10 minutes. We'll go over the trick-or-treating forecast, an early preview of what you can expect.
In the black and gold zone, the Steelers are gearing up for prime time with a Monday night matchup against Miami at Heinz Field tonight. The Dolphins may be winless, but they played the Buffalo Bills tough last week, and they have the Steelers' attention. And tonight marks the return of Mason Rudolph at quarterback. He was knocked out of the Ravens game and missed the Chargers game last Sunday while still in concussion protocol. Rudolph says he can't wait to get back under center.
You can't play when you're looking over your shoulder, making sure you don't, so I'm not going to think twice about it. I'm going to go play the game that I've always played and play with the aggressiveness. And, if I need to extend the play, that's what's going to happen. So, I'm not going to think twice about worrying about getting hit in the right spot. That's just the luck of the draw, and it happened. It's a freak thing, and I'm going to move on from it.
The Ravens had a bye weekend, but both the Browns and Bengals lost yesterday, so a win tonight by the Steelers would put them in second place ahead of the Browns with plenty of games left to turn the season around.
A mom gets the scare of a lifetime when her son nearly died after eating a popsicle.
I gave all of the kids one, and in a few minutes he was in a violent anaphylactic episode.
What she thinks happened at the factory that ended with a trip to the ER.
Severe Weather Team 11 on Channel 11 News now brings you the 7-day forecast on your screen all the time.
During all of our weather reports, you'll see the forecast for the next 7 days on your screen.
With nearly 70 years of forecasting Pittsburgh weather,
And that pattern's going to continue.
No one has more weather knowledge than Severe Weather Team 11.
Just in time for the morning
And
rush.
now you don't have to wait for the 7-day forecast.
Westmoreland County.
Watch Severe Weather Team 11's 7-day forecast on Channel 11 News every day.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
A mother says her son nearly died after eating a popsicle.
Yes, he has a peanut allergy, and the Charlotte, North Carolina woman told reporter Tina Terry she believes the popsicle came into contact with peanuts when it was being made.
You're watching a child that you've raised and that you love turn blue and vomit, and you're breathing for them, waiting on help.
It's an experience Katie Bryan and her family endured just a few short weeks ago after her 3-year-old, who has a severe peanut allergy, took a few bites of a popsicle.
I gave all of the kids one, and within a few minutes he was in a violent anaphylactic episode. So I EPI'd him, got him to the hospital, and did all the right things. But we nearly lost him.
She believes the popsicle that made her son sick somehow came in contact with peanuts during production, something called cross-contact. In the U.S., products containing the top 8 allergens, including peanuts, tree nuts, milk, eggs, fish, shellfish, wheat, and soybeans, must have labels disclosing those ingredients. But federal law doesn't require a label on products that may have come in contact with these allergens during production. That information is voluntary.
They have included a voluntary allergen alert statement saying it was packaged in a facility that also handles milk, tree nuts, peanut, wheat, and soybeans.
Brian just introduced this Change.org petition. She wants lawmakers to require labels on all products that may have had cross-contact with the top 8 allergens.
It needs to be immediately changed. The collateral here is human life.
That mom says she spends hours every week calling different companies to see if their products are made in facilities that contain allergens. Again, all of this information is voluntary for the company to give out, so she can't always find the answers that she needs.
A teacher is taking advantage of Halloween.
She's making it part of a lesson plan. That is, he is making it part of a lesson plan, how he is using a haunted house to help kids get over their fears.
Plus, we'll take an early look at your trick-or-treating forecast and when that rain may move in.
You're streaming WPXI Now, your source for breaking news, weather, and original local shows. Murder, mystery, and the missing. Justice Rules profiles real-life crime stories. Tuesdays at 9 p.m. right here on WPXI.
News 11 and 11 means you get 11 minutes of news and weather
before the first commercial.
It means live coverage of breaking news, local news, and your first look at weather.
All before the first commercial.
Channel 11 News 11 at 11.
Watch tonight.
Watch The Wendy Williams Show weekdays at 11 on Channel 11.
Halloween is the time for spooks and scares, but one Colorado teacher is using this season to teach his students a life lesson. Reporter Nelson Garcia shows us how the teacher is using a haunted house to help kids conquer their fears.
Something scary is happening here.
Find a partner to go with.
Something Tom Giomi understands. It's not that he turned his home into a haunted house.
I regret it. She won't go.
It's the reason why.
Well, we have a Halloween piano party tonight.
Giomi.
Been Jack Sparrow a few times. Beetlejuice was a really popular one. We're devils in black sheep and really bad eggs. Drink up, my heart is yo-ho.
He is a piano teacher.
So I've been teaching for about 15 years.
And he knows the scariest thing about playing is the crowd.
It's scary to play the piano in front of people, but they're actually more scared sometimes with a haunted house. So it gets their mind off of playing in front of people.
Minds like Alec Vlasimski.
You feel like I can't mess up. I don't want to mess up, and if I mess up, I'm not going to feel good.
But with the thought of going through the haunted house.
I tried not to scream for most of it. The only part I really got scared was when we were in the laser park. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Alec, and the other students.
It's no pressure here in Tom's house.
Have little trouble playing.
I had a student who just had a terrible performance anxiety, and I couldn't get him to play for about 1.5 years. He came up to me one evening at one of these parties and said, "Can I play with my mask on?" I said, "Yeah, go ahead, play. Come up and play." And he played with his mask on. He thought nobody knew who he was, and from that point forward, he had no problem going and playing in front of people.
Students confronting their fears.
That anxiety is something that's always there, but you learn how to deal with it.
By getting a little scared.
Pretty remarkable idea. The teacher has transformed his home into a haunted house for 10 years now. In addition to entertaining his students, he opens it up to the neighborhood and raises money for a children's hospital.
Your severe winter Team 11 forecast.
Taking a look at our forecast over the next couple of days for leaf breaking. Today's going to be good, tomorrow's going to be good, but we are forecast to see rain move in mainly late Wednesday, particularly toward the nighttime hours. And then that rain will continue into Thursday, so that's not a good day to do it. Let's take a look at the forecast for tonight. Mostly clear skies. Temperatures will be falling into the upper 40s overnight tonight. So we are in for another chilly morning tomorrow morning where you're going to need the jacket. Southeast wind will be light, though, at 3 to 5. 49 degrees in Washington tonight, 52 Uniontown, Indiana, about 50 degrees and upper 40s in Greensburg. Tomorrow, if you want to wash your car after the weekend rainfall, we picked up almost an inch of rain officially in Pittsburgh. Tomorrow's going to be fantastic. We'll have a little more cloud cover than what we had out there today, of course, minus the fog. 50 degrees at 9 o'clock, and then 1 o'clock temperature will be right around 68. 70 degrees at 5 o'clock, so we have a southerly wind tomorrow that will be right around 5 to 10 miles per hour, and that will allow the climb in the temperature. So enjoy that, and enjoy the dry days, because as I mentioned, the rain will be moving in. Here's a look at Storm Tracker, and I stopped the clock at 5 p.m. on Wednesday, because right now our data is showing that it will be dry at that point. The rain does look to move in late Wednesday night. Still have to nail down the timing. It is days away, so you're going to want to check back. But here's 5 a.m. Thursday. We have a low pressure system that's going to be coming in from the southwest, very similar to what we had over the weekend. So that's going to be bringing rain in for the morning on Thursday, the way it looks right now. And then watch as we head into the afternoon. That's 2 o'clock. You're going to notice some of these darker green shaded colors. That's where the rain could be a little more heavy in intensity, and you even see that showing up through the evening as well. So here's 8 p.m. on Thursday, and of course we all know it's Halloween, but unfortunately right now it looks like we will be dealing with rain as we're out and about. Here's a look at the temperatures, the early outlook for our trick-or-treating forecast. 5 o'clock temperature will be right around 61. So the good news is it's going to be a mild day. It's not going to be a bitter cold rain in the 40s by any means, but we'll have mid-60s in the afternoon, 61 at 5, 55 degrees at 7 p.m., and about 53 degrees by 9 p.m. So we are looking at definitely needing to protect those costumes out there for sure, and we'll have a better idea of how much rain we're expected to see, as it could be heavy at times as we get a little bit closer into the time period. Something else I wanted to let you know about is we are finally falling back our clocks, or turning back our clocks. We call it fall back, right? 2 a.m. on Sunday, November 3rd, so that is this weekend. Don't forget. You have one of those old school clocks that you still do. I know some of our smartphones already do it automatically for us, but there you go. There's your reminder. 5-day forecast, and we'll show you your weekend in view in just a second. 66 by Wednesday after the warm day Tuesday. 66 Thursday, but that rain, of course, is moving in. Look at the lows at times, coming up into the 50s as well. But the big kicker is that cold air. We were talking about it last week, and the model data keeps pushing it back, pushing it back, pushing it back, pushing it back. Now looks like Friday is the timing for some of that colder air coming in here, with 40s for highs dipping to near freezing, and then 48 for your weekend, always in view on Saturday and on Sunday, with those lows staying in the 30s.
Well, the definition of a snow day could be changing in several local school districts.
No school if the weather is bad, but there would still be a classroom. The school is considering cyber snow days.
It's a game-winning touchdown. Wow, what a catch! Fighting for every yard. He's going all the way.
No one covers high school football like Channel 11. Skylights on WPXI, sponsored by Chapin Luhana Injury Law Firm. Fridays at 11. Happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
Another school district wants to replace snow days with flexible instructional days. According to the Trib, North Hills is waiting on the okay from the state. If approved, the district would have as many as 5 flexible instructional days to replace snow days or other unplanned closures. A new law signed this year by Governor Tom Wolf allows school districts to do away with traditional snow days, instead opting for at-home learning through cyber snow days. Seneca Valley and Elizabeth Forward already use flex days, and we told you North Allegheny also applied for the program.
Kids will take over 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue later today. President and Mrs. Trump are hosting Halloween at the White House. The first couple will be handing out commemorative candy in front of the South Portico. Some agencies, including NASA and the Department of Agriculture, will have displays and activities for the kids. The White House celebration starts at 4:30. NASA is getting into the Halloween spirit. The space agency shared a Facebook photo of the sun looking like a flaming jack-o'-lantern.
Ooh.
This is an old photo from October of 2014. This occurred when active regions of the sun burn more brightly than others. I didn't think that was real, but
no, it looks.
It's legitimately real and kind of scary, actually.
Yeah, that's pretty neat, and that it happened in October.
Wow.
That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast comes up tonight at 5.
You can get breaking news updates anytime on our streaming apps. Just search WPXI on Apple TV, Roku, or Amazon Fire. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Enjoy.
Channel 11 News, 11 at 11. 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Gordon Lash.
And I'm Catherine Amenta.
At Channel 11 Morning News, we help you prepare for the day ahead.
Definitely the heavy rain gear today with temperatures.
Heavier delays for the inbound morning commute.
We expanded our breaking news team to better cover news